This is the new Volkswagen Golf R. Actually, to tell you the truth, it's not really completely new. It's more updated. Basically, Golf fanboys call this model the Mark 8.5. It's effectively a Mark 8, but with just a few tweaks. This includes some more power, some new extras, and all the latest tech that was added to the normal Golf 8.5. So is this revised Golf R any good? Well, in this video, we're going to find out. I'm Matt Watson, and you're watching CarWow. The Golf R has a more aggressive lower front bumper than the standard Golf, and it's been revised compared to the previous Golf R. One of the updates, new LED lights, and importantly, an illuminated VW badge. I secretly like that. What do you think? Do you like it?
Yeah, I really like it, yeah.
Yeah, Rory?
Yeah, I'm a big fan, I like it, yeah.
We all like that. Okay, moving down the side. Oh yeah, look, air vents there, real, which is good. Alloy wheels start at 18 inches, rising to 19s, and you get these lovely blue calipers, which you don't get on a standard Golf. Moving down the side, you've got your satin door mirrors, you've got your R badging, you've got your side skirts, just like on the previous Golf R, to tell you the truth. Moving to the back, you have some new tail lights. Nice diffuse lighting effect there, and a redesigned bumper, and obviously it's more aggressive and sportier looking than the standard Golfs, and it's even got a fake diffuser. My favourite thing, quad tailpipes. This is a bit of a small stick of truth, but they are completely real. In fact, you know what? I can fist them. They're that big. And now I've got a dirty fist. Great. Let's check it out on the inside. Over a normal Golf, the R benefits from a sports leather steering wheel with blue stitching, blue accents and an R badge, and some large paddle shifters. You also have this unique metallic-ish trim. It's plastic, but it looks metallic-y trim here on the dash, so you can upgrade to carbon. You also get blue ambient lighting, and here on the door you have some more of that metallic trim and some suede feeling material. Obviously it's not real suede, it's a man-made material. You also have some more of that on the R sport seats there, quite like the pattern on them, and they're body hugging, and you've got some blue stitching here. You've also got blue stitching on the centre armrest, and you've got blue stitching on the floor mats, plus some aluminium pedals, and you even get special R rev counter as well. There's also some R specific performance gauges. However, you could get all that on the previous Golf R. So what's new in this one? It's that bigger infotainment screen like you get on the normal 8.5 Golf. Bigger than before, graphics a bit better, processor's a bit faster, but it's still not the zippiest. Look, there's a bit of lag here and there, and I do find it a little bit confusing. Now, as part of this new screen, you now have temperature controls which are backlit, so you can actually see where they are at night. Though, once again, everything is controlled pretty much through the screen, all that climate control, and it's a real pain, so you have to bring up the climate mode like that, and then you control it all through there rather than using knobs and switches, which I'd much rather be touching. Here in the back seats, there is sufficient harness as well, so you have like the sporty effect seats with the suede bits, and look, you've got the blue on the mats as well. Though if you'd rather have leather seats, you can upgrade for around £2,000. I wouldn't bother. However, this was all the same in the previous Golf R, so what's new? Oh, nothing's new here in the back. It's the same old, which means decent knee room, decent headroom, and enough space for adults here in the rear of this rather sporty car. As before, you've got a 2-litre turbocharged petrol engine with 420 Nm of torque. However, power has increased from 320 in the previous generation version to 333 in this revised model. You still have 4-wheel drive and a 7-speed dual-clutch automatic gearbox. 0-60, that's supposed to take 4.6 seconds. But how fast is this car in reality? Left foot on the brake, floor the throttle, launch control active. Wow, that hooked up so well. The gear changes are fast. This is quick. What was the time? I can't see. 4.4 seconds. The seatbelt was holding me in. Oh, and quarter mile of 12.8. Round of applause there to Volkswagen's engineers. Anyone who thinks VWs are boring, drive a VW Golf R and you'll change your mind. There is one area where you sacrifice practicality with the Golf R compared to the standard Golf, and it's the boot. You see, the low capacity here is 341 litres. The standard car is 380 litres. I think it's because you have a slightly less space underneath the false floor because of either the sports exhaust or the four-wheel drive system, or both. And that brings me to 5 annoying things about the Volkswagen Golf R. There are only 3 colours available with this car. There is one free colour, and that's white. Then there's 2 optional colours, a black and this blue. I don't like the way that Volkswagen has made the curtain, side and centre airbags optional on this car. Cost about 300 quid. Really, they should be standard, and I think they should just add that cost automatically to the cost of the car. It won't change people's buying choices, and it will mean everybody's Golf R is as safe as it can possibly be. Imagine if you didn't select that option, you had a crash and like someone died. The touch sensitive buttons on the steering wheel are really annoying if you like to hold the steering wheel like a racing driver, like you're likely to when you're driving a little bit quickly. But you can occasionally just like brush the heated steering wheel or that button there as you're driving like that, or the volume button. And look, I've just activated that. I've activated the steering wheel heating, and I didn't mean to, just didn't mean to. Even though this is supposed to be a real driver's car, when you have the gearbox in manual mode, like I've got now, it will still auto change up, look. That shouldn't happen in manual mode. It should allow you to ping it off the limiter. You should be fully in control in manual mode. It's not all negative though. Here's 5 good things about this car. For an extra £1,100, you can upgrade to some 19-inch lightweight forged alloy wheels, and they save you 8 kilograms, and that's really important because the lighter your wheels, the more agile and comfortable the car will feel. It's a bit like the difference between wearing walking boots like I've got on, or lightweight running shoes like Lewis. He's just more agile, look at that. Impressive, eh? For an extra £700, you can fit the optional adaptive dampers, which have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 different grades of stiffness. Now they're actually really, really good because you can make the car feel ultra comfortable or more sporty, 15 different levels of that. Plus, what I really like is that on the steering wheel here, you have an R button. So rather than having to press this to bring up the modes and then swipe on the screen like in some other cars, oh, sorry. You can just cycle through like that, look, da, 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 without having to take your eyes off the road, which is how it should be. For an extra £3,000, you can fit the Golf R with an upgraded Akrapovic exhaust. But I say don't bother with that because the standard one sounds fruity enough. Go on, give it some revs. Plus, there is no soft limiter. You can rev it all the way to the red line while stationary. Hooligan! And I've been talking about all these options, but you do get adaptive cruise control as standard, like you don't on, oh, wait a minute. Oh. One series. Sorry. This car has a drift mode, and to engage it, I go into modes, I go into race, then access drift, activate. Now it sets the car up to allow it to oversteer, but I think it controls some of it using its stability control system. It could feel weird. Apparently, just floor the throttle and let it do its thing. Yeah, I can really feel it like monitoring the power. That's interesting. So you can't really control it as such. But it's definitely airier than a Golf would normally be. It's making me feel sick. Ugh. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to come out of that. I'm going to race mode, but I am going to turn off the stability control completely and see if that's actually better for sliding around. Okay, deactivate. Right, let me just try this now. See if this is better. Yeah, I think this is a better way of doing it. There's probably quite a lot of understeer going on, but still. Whee! Do it that way. Just turn off the stability and it lets you turn it all the way off, which is good. The Golf R has rated suspension over the standard car. So you have stiffer springs, you have fatter anti-roll bars, it sits 20mm low to the ground. You also have independent rear suspension and you get some big brakes, 357mm discs up front, gripped by 2 piston calipers, and 310mm at the back, gripped by single piston calipers. Now let's just see how good these brakes are. Admittedly, it's a bit wet, but let's see. I want it to do around like 35 meters. That'll be fine. Here we are. Oof, slippery. Let's see what it did. 35 meters. That's actually really good considering the conditions. Well done, yet again, Volkswagen engineers. Let's see what this car is actually like on a twisty road. Is it fun? Good in a straight line and stopping, but what's it like when you want to drive it around some corners? Do you know what? Sometimes you climb into a car and within a few hundred meters of driving it, you know that it is just right. That's exactly how it is with this Golf R. It's as if it's been built for me because everything that it does, the way it responds to all my inputs is exactly what I think it should do, and it really does just send information back to you as well. You feel really involved in it, and that just makes you wanna wring its neck, which does have a downside that you can end up going rather too fastly in this thing, but my gosh, you can cover ground quickly, because not only is it engaging, but it's also incredibly capable. So grip is legendary. This thing just holds onto the road, and then when you're in a corner and you want to come out of the other side, oh my gosh, traction is immense. The way this thing puts its power down, it's so good. Oh wow. And unlike some other like four-wheel drive hot hatches which can feel front-wheel drive, this one you can sense the power going to the rear and it pushing you out of a turn. Do you know what, it feels so much nicer being pushed than pulled. Actually, that's only in a car. Normally it's nicer to be pulled than pushed, but you get the idea. And then there's the engine, which absolutely rips. Really makes you want to rev it all the way to the red line. And the good thing is the brakes so much feel that you can really control your braking. Got to give a special mention to the suspension as well. So I've got this adaptive setup in race mode at the moment, and normally with race mode you'd end up getting like bounced about all over the place, but this, while it keeps the car nice and flat in the bends, it still is able to deal with the bumps. In fact, the way it deals with bumps reminds me a little bit of a snow leopard, like cruising down a rough mountainside chasing its prey and just kind of managing all the imperfections. That was the worst analogy ever, but I said it because I'm hoping that the editors will show a quick clip of a snow leopard, because they're kind of cool.
Nope.
Gear changes, they're rapid, but there is something that I don't like about them, more on that in a bit. And the noise, well, yeah, I know it's slightly fake and through the speakers. They've done a good job of synthesizing it. Overall, this is a really good driver's car. And I'll tell you how good it is. I get to drive a lot of cars, right? This is one of those cars that I will get up extra early in the morning for, to ensure the roads are clear so that I can get enough fun in it. And there's lots of other hot hatches I wouldn't actually bother doing that for. It's wicked. I'd love one. One of the great things about the Golf R is that when you're just driving it normally, it's just like any other Golf. Apart from when you need to overtake. So I'm just pootling along at 40. I'm going to accelerate in 3, 2, 1, go. Whoa. That gearbox then, even though I was in like the comfort setting, it knew I wanted to overtake when I floored it, and it kicked down really quickly, and this thing just shot off. Now I'm at cruising speed. A little bit of noise from the tyres, maybe more so than a normal Golf. Wind noise isn't an issue though at all, and comfort, yeah, it's comfortable. Seats are comfortable. Could go a long distance in this. Obviously, I'd probably need to pull over and fill up a little bit more often than in a normal everyday Golf with a smaller engine, because the claimed economy on this is 35 mpg, though I'm only averaging 17. That's because I've been thrashing it. I reckon if you're careful, over 30, but then what is the point? Thrash it, enjoy it, you deserve it. So then, what's my final verdict on the new Volkswagen Golf R? Should you avoid it? Should you consider it? Forget all of that. You know the verdict already, don't you? Yes, if you're after a hatchback that's practical and is hugely good fun, you should go right ahead and buy the new Volkswagen Golf R. I want it.